Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to this week's workout breakdown. Our first move that I'll be showing you is the 180 skater lunges. You're going to start on one end of your mat, jump to the other side, landing on one foot, come down, touching the floor if you can. As soon as you touch down, you're going to do a 180 jump, touch down again, and then reverse the movement back to the other side. Each time you touch down and do that 180 jump, try to reach for the opposite side of that foot. So touch on the outside, then when you jump, touch on the inside, and then when you return, jump on the outside again, or touch down on the outside. We're going to alternate between doing 2 minutes and then 1 minute between each exercise. So this one in the workout video we'll be doing for 2 minutes. Try to keep your balance, and when you bend down to touch by your toe or your ankle or your knee, however far you can go down, you're bending at the waist. Try not to bend the knee too much. Here I'm showing you a variation where you can take out that 180 jump and just do touchdown on both sides and then jump over. If you can't go down that low, just reach as far down as you can. You can also take out the jump entirely by taking a big step across. And if you have a hard time maintaining your balance, you can touch that toe down. And once again, you're bending at the waist. That standing leg is, you're trying to keep it as straight as possible. You can have a slight bend. After that will be 1 minute of the super surfboarders. You're going to hop down onto your belly, then hop back up as if you're hopping onto a surfboard. Once you've hopped up, you're going to take your feet and bring them up as high as you can to the side, touching that same side arm to the outside heel. Here I'm slowing down the movement a little bit. So here's the surfboard or surfer, and then hop your feet up as high as you can to touch that heel to your hand. You can also slow this down and take out the jump. In this workout, it's a lot of high impact plyometric movements, lots of jumping. But in each one I show you easier, lower impact versions. Just make sure when you're in that surfer position that you come down as low as you can into that squat. After that will be 2 minutes of the ski lifts. And here you're going to be doing, you're going to place your hands in front of you and hopping your feet back and forth to the left and right, meeting in the middle 4 times. On that 4th time, when you jump back to the middle, your feet are pointing forward again. You're going to do 4 hops, keeping your knees bent as you land, and you're kicking your butt. As you jump to the side, your face, your chest, your arms are staying forward. So the only thing turning is the lower half of your body. Instead of doing the jumps, you can just do butt kicks. And you can also do smaller jumps, little hops. And if you can't jump at all, if you're in an apartment or something, you can just do the skiers. But as you can see, my face and everything else is pointing forward. It's not twisting with the lower half of my body. After that is 1 minute of Mermaid Crunches. You're going to be doing a push-up, but your body is angled slightly to the side. Once you've done 1 push-up, you're going to do a crunch in the side plank position. So as you can see, it's not a normal push-up. Your body is slightly torqued to the side. And as you do that push-up, your hip is not touching the ground. And here I'm showing you just a different angle. Your hands are still placed underneath your shoulders. You're just putting a little bit more pressure on that right arm. And here's an easier variation where you can keep your hip on the ground as you do the crunch and the push-up. When you do that crunch, try to bring your elbow back behind your hip. And there's a regular push-up, and then come down and you can rest your hip and your torso on the ground as you do the crunch. Next, you'll be doing 2 minutes of Jack in the Box. We'll be doing 3 jumps in and out as you jump or squat. This is a low squat jump. As you squat down, your elbows are touching your knees. So 1, 2, 3. On the 3rd jump, you're going to do a high jump, still bringing your knees to your elbows. So every 3rd jump, you're doing that high jump. As you jump, land on your toes. Try to land as softly as you can in that squat position. Keep your chest back and head up. Here's a slightly easier version. You're not jumping as high and not squatting as low. You can also take out the jump on that 3rd one by just coming up onto your toes, and take out the jumps altogether by just stepping to the side and then coming up on your toes. So step out twice, try to get as low as you can, and then come up on your toes. Following that move, you'll be doing another 1 minute of Mermaid Crunches on the left side, and then we'll be moving on to the recoiling pistol squats, 2 minutes of this. So you'll go down into a pistol squat. As you come back to the top, you're going to take that same leg that's extended and do a back kick. We will be alternating legs. If you cannot do the full pistol squat, here's a variation. You can just come halfway down. And in a moment you'll see me leave the picture. I'm running in to go get a chair. Also, you can place your foot on the ground and squat down, keeping most of your weight in that standing leg. Try not to let your knee come over the line of your toe. And have my hand outstretched because I'm miming holding onto something if you need to keep your balance. And the easiest version of the pistol squat is to sit down in a chair, either with your leg extended out or placed, your heel placed on the ground, but you're pushing up off the heel of that bent leg. And you can either choose to do the kick, or you can skip the kick entirely and just do a pistol squat from the chair. Once again, all your power is coming up from the heel of your bent knee. And as you progress, you'll get stronger, and you can start doing it without the chair, until eventually you can do a full pistol. After the pistol squats, we'll be doing 1 minute of super froggers. Here I was using 2 med balls. If you don't have that equipment, that's fine. I show you how to do it without. You're going to start off in the squat position, touching the ball to the floor, and then hopping over, touching down again, hop into plank, and do a push-up with one hand on the ball. When you reach the other side, you're going to do a push-up with both hands on the balls. And this time, as you jump over, you're going to do the push-up on the alternate arm that you didn't do the last time. So make sure that you're alternating which arm you have placed balancing on that ball. And you may have just one ball, and you can still do this move if you have one. We'll just be switching arms. So if you're using your left arm, hop over and then use your right arm. You can also do a slightly easier version by taking out the jump and doing the push-up off your knees. Just make sure your knees are far enough back that your back is in a straight line. And come down as low as you can. Here I'm just showing you what it looks like. And you can also do this without any equipment. Just squat down, touch between your feet, hop over, squat, touch the ground, and then jump into plank. You're going to do a touchdown each time before you jump out to do the push-up. Lower impact would be, once again, you just step out. Or you can stay in a low squat as you step over. After the super froggers, we'll follow up with 2 minutes of the V-up ball toss, once again using a 6-pound med ball. I ran inside to get a towel because the mat was very hot. So you're going to lie down on your back and grab a med ball or a weight. You could do this without any equipment. You're going to keep, the hardest version would be to keep your legs out straight on the ground. Raise the ball above you and bring up to touch your toes. As you lower back down, your legs come up and then you come up again. Once you've done the V-up, you're going to toss the ball up as high as you can, keeping your back and your chest straight, your shoulders down and away from your ears. Don't forget to do the ball toss before coming back down. A slightly easier version would be to keep your legs bent or your heels pressed into the mat. But as with all ab exercises, you're using mainly your abs to bring yourself up. You're not swinging upwards, using momentum to bring yourself up. You're really engaging your abs by drawing them in, tensing them up as if someone were about to punch you in the stomach. That's the best way I can think to describe it. Just draw them in and use your abs and your core to pull yourself up. And here you can do, showing you how to do it without the ball. You could also use a weight here. Just try to reach as far as you can. If you can't reach your toes, that's fine. Reach for your calves or your knee. After the 2 minutes of the V-up ball toss, we'll move on to the TikTok lunges. Here I was using, or in the workout video, and also here I was using the 20-pound dumbbell. You can modify by using heavier or lighter or no equipment. You're going to start off lunging back with your left leg. You will twist that weight to the outside of the left hip. When you lunge forward with the same side, you will twist to the opposite direction. Come back up to starting position and lunge back with your right leg. Twist to the right. Come back up, lunge forward, and twist to the opposite direction. So each time you lunge back, you're twisting your body towards the side that the same side leg, and when you come forward, it's the opposite side. So lunge back left, lunge back right, you'll be twisting to the right. Lunge forward, twisting to the left. Here I'll be showing you how to do it without any equipment. And it's the same principle. You're just going to be using your arms. As you twist, you're going to bring your hands behind the hip. So twist and step back up, lunge forward, and twist to the other side. Make sure you keep your balance as you're lunging. And as you lunge, keep that knee from coming over the line of your toe. You can also take the twist out if it makes you uncomfortable or causes any discomfort. Keep all your weight also in the heel of that lunging leg. After that one, that's the last move of part 1. Part 2 will be 10 reps of 4 different moves. Our first move in the workout video will be tornado lunges. You're going to step forward with your right leg first. And here's a slow version of it. I'm just showing you the movement. You're going to add a hop. You may want to practice this until you get it down, but you're going to hop and alternate back and forth in a half turn. You'll be doing 10 reps of that. You can also do this version if you can't do the hop. Just pivot your feet and use your arms to balance you. Each time you do a lunge, that's 1 rep. We'll be moving on to the Sumo Quakes after that. We'll get down into a sumo squat. Place your hands in front of you. Bring one knee up to touch the elbow on each side, and then squat down, and then hop up, landing in that low sumo squat. Each time you hop, that's 1 rep. We'll actually only be doing 5 reps of this, because it's 5 reps for each side. So 10 reps on some of these. You can also lift your leg a little bit if you can't bring it all the way to your knee. Or you can take the hop out and just come up onto your toes. Just try to get as low as you can into that squat. Next, here's a side view. And next we'll be doing the hot lava leaps. Here is using a med ball. As always, you can do this without any equipment. Make sure you have plenty of room if you are jumping. And you won't see it. The video cuts out, or the top half of the video is not showing that I'm throwing the ball up. But you're jumping forward, and a broad jump use the ball to help bring you forward. And once you jump across, touch the ball to the ground, throw it up in the air, and as soon as you catch it, come back down into that squat and touch the ground to the ball again. The ball to the ground. You can also do little hops, and you can take out the throw if you have low ceilings. You just raise the ball above you and then bring it back down to the ground. And then without any equipment, try to leap as far forward as you can, landing in a low squat. A slightly easier version. And you can take out the hop entirely by taking a big step forward. Just alternate which leg you step forward with each time. Still come down in that low squat and try to touch the ground, or as low as you can. If you can only reach your ankles or your calves, that's fine. And then our last move will be the heavy windshield wipers. Here I was using a 15-pound weight. Going to raise your legs, flexing your feet, and raise the arm with the weight. You're going to be twisting your legs to the opposite side that your arm is coming down. You're going to keep a slight bend in your arm, alternating back and forth. And as you bring that arm down, your arm is not touching the ground. It's just coming a few inches above the ground. This is going to work your core and your chest muscles. Also, don't touch the ground with your legs either. And twist your head towards the direction of the weight. As you're bringing that weight down, also make sure that both shoulders are pressed into the mat. You don't want your shoulders to raise up off the mat. Here you can do without equipment. Just keep both arms on the ground, twisting your body, or you're looking to the opposite side. And here you're using your abs mainly to lift those legs. If you can't keep them straight, you can keep them bent. And you can also bring your arms down a little bit. That will take off some of the pressure. Just try to bring your legs as close to the ground as you can. And each time you come to the side, that's 1 rep. We'll be doing 10 of those. 5 reps on each side. That's the end of this workout tutorial, and I hope you guys join me in the workout video.